The unboxing, I actually have two of them we can take a look at here. One with white and champagne accents, and another with black and red accents. So the boxes themselves are pretty big, so let's go ahead and peel off the plastic and take a look at the champagne version first. Now the cover of the box flips open, and the first thing you see is your phone front and center, highlighting your custom configuration. So in this case, I have a white phone with a champagne frame as well as champagne accents. I think it's a really nice look. Along the back, you can see this is a textured back panel, and on the front, we have a piece of plastic covering the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 and this very large 5.2-inch display with the white bezels. Of course, with the white bezel, you see basically all the sensor ports and camera cutouts and that sort of thing. So if you want something a little stealthier looking, get the black version, which we'll look at soon. Of course, we have our accessories, which includes a quick start guide and some regulatory information. We also have a SIM ejection tool, which is kind of a nice one. It's got a plastic handle on it, so it's easy to use. Next up, we have our accessories, which includes a free bumper case. So this is kind of a clear plastic hardshell case that snaps around the edges of your phone and provides protection to the metal frame of the phone. Now, it's a really simple case. It just protects the edges of the phone and leaves the buttons and ports completely free. And lastly, we get our turbo power charger with a fixed USB cable, which is specifically designed to handle the 25-watt current of this charger. So this rapidly charges the 3000 milliamp hour battery built into the phone. Unfortunately, there is no wireless charging built in here. So getting to the other phone, same process here, just peel off the plastic, lift the lid, and first thing you see is your custom built phone. I really like this one with a leather back panel, red accents, black bezel on the front, and the black frame. I think it's a really slick look and really serves this phone best because of all these sensors and ports sort of built into the bezel of the phone, which doesn't look as good with the white bezel. So taking a close look at our hardware, again, we have this very large Quad HD display, again, good for 520 pixels per inch. This is an LCD IPS panel, no OLED like we had from the previous generation, but it is a very bright and colorful display. It's covered in Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which is sort of rounded at the edges, which feels really nice when you handle the phone. And the bezels themselves are very thin, which is very evident on the white version of this phone. Toward the top, you can see there's a lot going on here, especially if you have the white bezel. You can see everything. So you can see your sensors, proximity sensors, adaptive brightness display sensors, that sort of thing. We also have our front-facing earpiece, which is part of the front-facing loudspeaker. We also have a 5-megapixel front-facing camera and an LED flash. Down below, we'll find the other loudspeaker for the stereo speaker setup and some sensors which are used for waving across the device to wake it up to show you your notifications on the screen, a feature we're pretty familiar with from previous Motorola devices. Incidentally, those speaker trim pieces are raised a bit, so when you lay the phone face down flat, you don't muffle the speakers. It also prevents the glass from making contact. Along the back, we have this distinctive Motorola curve, very similar design to basically every Motorola phone we've had for the past few years. So there's sort of curves toward the edges and sort of rounds out toward the top. Along the back, we have our 21 megapixel camera, good for 4K video recording, along with a dual tone LED flash, and right below that we'll find that characteristic Motorola dimple, which is quite a bit smaller than the previous generation. Also along the back toward the bottom, you'll find a microphone. On the right side, we'll find our volume rocker in addition to our textured sleep-wake power button, which is very effective here, so you can really tell the difference between the two. Toward the top, you can see this very prominent metal frame with these antenna separators at either side. Of course, we have our SIM tray, which is a combination nano SIM and micro SD card tray. We also have our headphone jack, so if you like your headphones mounted toward the top, well, you're in luck here. Toward the bottom, we'll find our micro USB 2.0 port, which again is flanked by antenna insulators, and this does support rapid charging or turbocharging in this case. Next up, let's take a look at the software experience. First thing I want to do here is show you the active display, which is flashing our notifications. So instead of an LED notification light, you can see instead we have our actual notification on the screen. You can also wave your hand in front of the display to wake it up using those sensors on the front. So again, just wave your hand here and I can tap on that notification, get a preview of it up top, swipe to unlock the device, or I can swipe to launch into the app that's pushing the notification. So getting to the software experience here, let's quickly unlock our device. So on the home screen, the fairly stock Android experience. Swipe down to get to your notifications, swipe down again to get to your quick setting toggles. To make it quicker, just use a two-finger gesture to get to both. We also have our recent apps.
I don't put, medium settings or low settings or try to ROM the phone and hire the specs and all, or the RAM speed. I'm going based off of if you pick this phone up, you don't know how to do any of that stuff, and you're trying to play the phone. Play the games on the phone. I can't speak today. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little sick right now, so just bear with me. If I see lag, I'm going to call it out. I'm not going to be like those gamers who be playing Asphalt or or whatever game they're playing, and you could, you know, literally see some lag, and they'd be like, see some lag right there, and they'd be like, oh no, that's, you know, it's smooth, look at the smoothness, look at the fluidity. Like, no dude, you didn't see that lag, everybody else seen it. So I'm gonna keep it real. If I see lag, I'm gonna call it out. You know, I'm not a fanboy of this phone, I'm not a fanboy of any phone. I've had all phones, so I'm gonna be as real as it comes. So we're gonna get here first level. We're only gonna do the first level. Some lag right there. See what I'm saying? First level. You know, and mind you, let me actually close these. We close these apps out so y'all don't think, you know that's what it is. Okay. Probably should have done that before, but now this video is 60 frames per second, so you know, if there's lag, y'all gonna see it. You know what I mean? One thing I will say, the graphics are not as good on this phone as compared to my Note 5. And it looks like just an updated issue. It doesn't look like you know, it has anything to do with the phone. Alright, so let's go here. See, I like to do this first and foremost. Right now it's looking pretty smooth. Some lag there, but you know, we're back to smoothness. 60 frames per second. There's some lag every time I launch it, and this isn't the first time. You know, it happens a lot in this game. I don't know why. We go here. Let's see if we can do it. You know, just doing this right here. You know, it looks a lot smoother now. But watch, ready? Lagatize me. And now people are gonna say, well, that's the intro. You know, it's supposed to do that. This right here is called a freeze frame. This is supposed to be smooth. So here we go here. That's slow motion mixed with lag. Okay, that's smooth. That's 60 frames per second. So we're gonna try another. There's some lag there. We're gonna try another level and higher these speakers up a little bit. We're gonna try another level, so y'all don't think, you know, maybe it's a tutorial or whatever, and y'all could fast forward it if you don't want to see the second level and get to the next game if you want. But I just want to make a point here. Some lag, and like I said, y'all, I'm not lying to you. Like, I have nothing against Motorola. I'm gonna call it. You know, just like if I had a Note 5. If y'all want, I could do my Note 5, and you know, I'm not a Samsung boy. I'll do my Note 5 and call out lag. You know, and I will say asphalt lags on my Note 5. See, I'm not lying to y'all. Alright. So, some stutter there. Not a lot. Now it's smooth. See the difference? Here we go again. Alright, see, that was a little bit smoother there. But you know, it's still a little lag. It's not up par with the iPhone where it's optimized and it's 60 frames per second, you know. Look at that. See? Like 30, 40 frames. It like matches up. Right now it's running smooth. So yeah, you know, I would give that probably about an average of 40. Alright, that's a little mean. 50 frames per second. Okay, 50 frames. We'll give it 50 frames per second. Alright, next game we're trying out is Dead Trigger. And like I said, y'all can hate all y'all want or say that is running smooth, but like I said, I'm not gonna see lag and be like, oh, it's running perfectly smooth. Like, look at the fluidity and the, you know, it's running the best I've ever seen. Like, no, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know what I mean? I'm not a fanboy of any phone. So if I see lag, I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna say, yo, some lag right there. Right. Y'all don't see it. So next game here, Dead Trigger. Settings is on high. I gotta use this autofocus, this manual focus over here. Alright, so setting is high, as y'all can see. Now, one thing I hate about YouTubers that do this game is they play the first level. The first level, like, come on now. The first level, there's nothing going on here. You know what I mean? There's literally nothing going on in the first level. You know, you got a couple zombies here and there. See, I'm gonna do a level where I'm gonna try to find an assault level because that's where you get, you know, the most potential. Here we go. So here's an assault level. YouTubers learn real fast. Use assault levels, okay? That's where you're gonna experience most of your lag, okay? Not the first level. The first level, there's no lag. Like, come on now, son. Like, there's no lag. I don't care what phone you're using. First level, nothing's going on except for, you know, 2-3 zombies here and there. Like, come on now.
Get on.
Here we go here. So some lag there. Not a lot. That was a smooth kill. Smoothness. Say right now it's about 55 frames per second, 60. Alright, now it's dropping a little bit there. I'm gonna try to get it to lag, okay? I know y'all are like, well, that's because you're trying to get it to lag, but, you know, obviously, if I'm paying, you know, this is 2015, if I'm paying a lot of money for a phone, it better not lag, period. Alright, some lag there. Oh, man, you saw that chop? There's a difference between chop and lag. Chop is, like, where it actually skips a scene, which you just saw earlier. And then there's this lag where it's just, you know, frame drops, like you're seeing right now. There we go, that's smooth. 60 frames. It's like it's bouncing. It's like it doesn't know what it wants. Let's go to 50 frames and then 40 frames and then 60 frames and then 20 frames. Like, oh man, that was some lag there. Okay. Oh, lagatize me, Captain. Jeez Louise. Starting to make sense why this phone's only $400. Look at this. Look at this lag, yo. Is anybody seeing this right now? Alright. That's when you just gotta turn the game off. Like I said, only thing running on this phone. Alright. That trigger is definitely a complete failure. Don't even download it. That was a waste of my time. Let's try Asphalt 8. And like I said, y'all, you know, perfect example. You know, if y'all think I'm lowering the specs, I'm not even rooted. You know, my settings. I don't do all that because if I buy a phone, I just want it. Look, y'all can read my settings and Google this and let me know if y'all think I'm cheating or anything. This is regular as built. Alright, let's try Asphalt 8. Now this phone, this game right here, this game runs pretty smooth on this device. I'm gonna give you a spoiler. Having some problems with my network. It's not the phone. It's my my internet right now. It's a little bit on the slow side. It's okay. I want to show y'all real fast for this game that we're running high quality. Let's see, there we go, high quality. Okay. And I'm gonna do the first level. It's not the highest graphic issued level, but you know it's up there. Sorry about the autofocus right now. My Note 5 is struggling right now. We're gonna test this baby out. Let's see how we go. Alright, so you know now this isn't 60 frames per second, okay? This isn't like iPhone 6 smooth, you know. And I don't want y'all to think I'm an Apple fanboy. I'm not. I don't even have an iPhone right now. I've had an iPhone. I've had, like I said, I've had every single phone there is. The only phone I haven't had right now is the M9. And like I said in my previous video, why have an M9 if you have an M8? It does the same thing. So it's not 60 frames, but it's a steady 55 to 50. And like I said, I'm trying to get it to lag right now. Because, you know, when y'all want to do your turns and try to look fancy with your friends, or your friends trying to look fancy when they're playing this game, they're going to be like, oh, what's that lag? You know what I mean? They're going to call it out. They're going to be like, yo, I can't play this. It's too laggy. So, I'm killing it right now. Like I said, it's not 60 frames, but it's definitely 50, 58, 55, and it drops to like 50 lowest, but it's at a steady rate. It keeps dropping between those two numbers. You know. Like I said, I don't have the frames per second meter. I'm just going on, you know, I've, you know, been gaming on phones for a long time. That's why I'm pretty good at this game. You know, a lot of people that play this game crash when they do reviews, but like I said, I'm trying to get it to lag. And alright, I think we're good with that one. Like I said, steady, you know, a peak of 60 frames. I'm sure we hit 60 frames sometimes in that game, but very little. So I'd say like 58 to 55 to lowest 50 frames per second. And last game we're going to play is Modern Combat 5? I think it's 5. I believe it's 5. Let's make sure what's happening here. Look at that. Anybody saw that one? A little lag there. That's just Android though. You won't get lag in every phone. You know, just like the iPhone, you're gonna get forced closes like a mother. Alright. Go out here and I'm gonna test the level. Now, I will say right now, I'm getting overheated. You can feel it in the back of the phone. My hand's kind of just getting used to it, but it's pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have one of those guns. I ain't gonna pull out the heating gun like some YouTubers be like, all right, let's pull out the heating gun, you know, because you know who has a heating gun like that, you know, in their crib. All right, so let's try this game out. And this game is I should have showed y'all. This game is running better quality. Okay. So it's maxed out. Some lag there.
Stay back.
Alright, let's go. Now this isn't lag, this is just slow motion. It's part of the game. I don't think it's lag. Oh, pretty good. I'd say this right here is the first 60 frames per second I've seen so far.
So who are you? How do you know Rue?
60 frames. It's running really, really good actually. It's a little flicker here and there, but some lag a little bit there. I spoke too soon. Look at there. Alright. Little lag there. Not too much. 60 frames right now. This is definitely the smoothest performance so far since Asphalt. So like I said, you know, certain games are better than others, and that's what it seems like on every phone. My Nexus 6 ran a lot of games perfect, except for Asphalt 6. I feel like I can't get the numbers right, but the latest Asphalt, I can't get any of the Asphalt or the numbers of the games. But if you play the latest Asphalt game, you'll see for yourself. And like I'm saying, don't ROM it. You know, don't look at these YouTubers that ROM their phone, max out their RAM settings. We don't know how to do that. I mean, I do, but you know, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna vision that you don't. Okay, let's say, because we shouldn't have to do that. Technically, we shouldn't have to do that. We should just pick up a phone like an iPhone, you know, and be running smooth. We shouldn't have to, you know, ROM it and enhance it and do all this unnecessary stuff. We should just play, you know, a game and it should be smooth. pretty smooth right now. Like I said, probably about 50 frames right there. I don't think we're going to slow this game down. I think this game is going to be pretty constant. A little lag there. Spoke over this one. 60 frames. That's perfect. I'm definitely going to die right now. I died. It's okay. That's normal. So, that's about it right there. That's your review.